Hello, beautiful Capricorn. This is Mary Ellen coming to you from Moonrise Cottage for your May 2020 reading. Just finishing getting all the Earth sign readings out today. There's a theme going on. Woo! Look, that's what it is. Okay, so we're going to talk. My guides are saying like that. Before I jump in, as always, a few reminders, okay? So there are a lot of links below. My guides are saying, please employ them like that this month. Definitely, if you have not. There's a link for the special $25 COVID-19 readings, my gift to everyone, because many of you are out of work or your employment is curtailed, my guides are saying. So if you've been waiting to come have a reading, now's the moment, okay? Take advantage of that, please. I would love to provide you with that service. There's a link below for donations to my channel. I have been getting donations lately. I don't usually ask for it, but you know, this is my full-time effort, and I would love to have any love and support that you can give me. I'm so very appreciative of it. Of course, there's a link below for folks to utilize to join the Tapestry, the live group that's happening weekly now on Sundays at 2 p.m. Eastern Time here in the U.S. So as the group builds, if we need to shift the time a little bit, we can probably do that. Just make your needs known, my guides are saying. We'd love to have you. We are literally in the process, all of us, of stepping out of 3D, stepping toward global heart-mind development, the tapestry, the place of all beings, the Piscean consciousness that's arriving here because of the moments and the astrology and the energy that's rising up while we're standing still. So there are some links below that, okay, my guides are saying that are attached to that. There's a specific meditation pathway that my guides have delineated. It's basically listening to music while you fall asleep for a number of weeks. And then when you wake up in the morning, it's all there. All the links are there. If you haven't started and you'd like to join us, we'd love to have you. Do not put any roadblocks in your way. Please. When you feel ready to begin, that is the moment. My guides are saying, then that is the moment you shall begin. Trust yourself. Trust the moment, okay? There's also some links to the astrology. A lot of transits this month. Enormous amounts of energy moving. So it's going to affect you, of course, Capricorn, because my guides are saying, when the earth shakes, it affects you because you're so firmly of the earth. So let's talk about your journey this month. Beautiful Capricorn. Now, of course, we're talking about the full moon that's coming on the 7th. It's a big one. It's a super moon. The link below, there's a link below to Molly McCord and to Pam Gregory's videos and podcasts. Please go listen to those sacred astrologers who are able to inform us from the point of view of the movement of the energy. Here, we focus on just the pure energy, not so much what's happening with the planets, but it does affect you. So that's an indication of the full moon and its effects on you this month and all the shift that's taking place. In case you don't know, we're having a nodal axis shift. So we've been in Cancer Capricorn for 18 months, and it is shifting now into Gemini and Sagittarius. So some of the weight is going to come off of you, Capricorn, I believe. And there's going to be a lot of lightness of being. There's going to be the ability to release the past, the things that felt as though they were the beliefs and the teachings and the way we wanted to go forward. Those things are going to be releasing now. And you'll be able to take up the shift in this way. I believe for you, obviously, the moon is going to affect you because you are the sea goat. And we forget about that. So that's the imaginer of harmony. Do you see that you are diving in as the sea goat would into the ocean, riding the sacred fish, the Piscean energy, the sacred salmon of all wisdom, all those kind of notations coming through. The boat is there. If you decide to get in the boat and you put your hands on the mystical oars, you can sail away to any place into which you can imagine harmony. It's a beautiful way to discuss the pull of the moon onto your being, my guides are saying. So that's a theme of the reading. And apparently for you, in this month, you're imagining the harmony of the lover of devotion. That's the sacred lovers card. So some of you out there probably having that kind of a moment in your lives. Mostly we're just talking about you and you, right? Your spiritual energy, your desire that comes from your heart, that helps you choose your pathway because you have gained an enormous amount of clarity. You've been on this journey a long time, Capricorn. There's almost nothing we can tell you about it because you know you've literally lived it. And you are continuing to choose your pathway as the planets move and the energy shifts. It's quite lovely. And you are, this is, okay, so, whoo, Spirit, full acknowledgement. I shuffled up the deck quite a bit before I did your reading, right? Look. Capricorn, it's another acknowledgement of the energy that you're dealing with. Every earth sign has had this card come up, and it indicates the way in which we are affected by being here and the way in which we experience and we understand and we see the family of humanity. While they feel futile and hopeless and terrified and certain they will never reach their destination, even though the sun is coming up. This is a boat full of souls trying to reach their destination. And Capricorn, as always, there you are at the helm, driving the direction forward. It's the end of a cycle, Capricorn. That's why my guides are saying, some of the weight is going to come off. So that's the quest of battle. It's the 10 of Swords. It's done, right? Is your entire journey done? No. But we're moving past this moment. All right, my guides are talking about things like global mind think. Yes, there are inferences here about COVID-19, about all the struggles and all the souls that have passed over, all the things that have happened. Some of you have lost loved ones in this battle. Where we all strive in a human essence to come to the other side of the journey and to begin again to accept the place that we're in. So the thing that I really love about this, here's the oracle cards that came out. That's the Sacred Witness from the Mystical Shaman Oracle deck. Look at that, Capricorn. There you are. No doubt. The Sacred Witness. Together with your heart mind. Right? Watching humanity go through its trials and tribulations in this really mystical way. It's quite beautiful. And I believe this card has come up for you. My guides are saying in recent memory. It's quite interesting. And then the notion of this sacred witness in these days, let the feminine lead the way. And there's the moon card. So understand that it's in these moments what's going to feel really good to you. And you may be led of your own accord, my guides are saying, into this very intuitive part of yourself, the goat, the sea goat part of your nature, deep into the waters to explore the things, to explore the things that are going on with the intuitive side of your nature. You're going to get messages. You may have psychic dreaming. You may have some astral travel going on. It's a very mystical feel to the cards that are coming out. All right. And look, here's another card about a journey, about destiny unfolding, the triple spiral of life. So I just did Virgo. For Virgo, the Hierophant came out. Look at this. It's a journey to regain your vibration. So my guides are saying, as related to that, this is the Seven of Cups. The place in which you stand to initiate a sacred journey, to understand what your choice should be, and it sits on the table like this. Underneath this part of you that is devoted to the sacred path, to choose your path forward. It's your destiny turning. So I believe as the months and the days, my guys are saying, and the years go forward, you are entering, starting to enter into the tunnel. They're showing me this movement through a dark tunnel that you've been coming through. And many of you very successfully using the energy to come into your wisdom place. That's beautiful, right? We see someone who has grown into their wisdom, standing in the full light of the sun, arms open to be able to accept and receive what is coming forward. That is the counselor of truth. In the standard deck, it's the Hermit. So, okay, that's why my guides are showing me a picture of a light going through a tunnel. It's the process that you've been in. It's going to be particularly, my guides are, okay, here's what's coming through. It's going to be particularly candid this month. I believe what they're talking about is it's going to be very evident to you, this journey that you're on, the place that you're going. And look at this. That's the energy that ties this human story that you're having this month. Because of the way the planets are shifting and the axis is shifting and all the things that are going on, that's the sacred healer, right? The woman of knowledge who's picking herbs and flowers, literally, that are growing up from the bones of a person who's buried underneath that gravestone. Look at that. She's dressed in the midnight blue. So my guides are talking about coming through the tunnel and the light, right? So there's a light at the end of the tunnel. Things are slowly turning. There has been a lot of death going on. And it is the wisdom that comes from those people who've passed over in these moments. I firmly believe it. It's a message that's been coming through to me for well over a month now. They are here. They have their arms around us. We have all contracted to come here in specific moments for specific reasons. All of those things are tied up together, my guides are saying. So while this process goes forward, healing, a great deal of mystical healing is taking place here on the earth, because you, Capricorn, have devoted yourself in these moments to be here for the purpose that, okay, my guys just said, the purpose that you have been endowed with. So I love that a part of this message is about you returning to the deep roots, the mystical place within you. I really love it. So Capricorn, this is a confirmation of all the things that have come through. Look at that. Look at that. That's the Four of Pentacles, the judgment of knowledge. So my guides have been talking a lot, if you've been following along the readings, about doing battle with the beast. We're talking about the age that we're in, the time that we're in, this virus. This is the first card on the soul contract level of my readings. You literally came here, we know it's been coming out for years, to perfect your energy and to do battle with the beast. Check it out. Look, Cappy. It's phenomenal. Look at that. If I can make it work. There, look. All right. So literally, as a spiritual warrior, you are doing battle. You are here to lead us forward, to do battle with the beast, to stand in your strength in these moments, and step now, in this moment, into the mystical realm for yourself. To become stable in the knowledge that you've gained, to be here as a stable entity with the knowledge that exists, my guides are saying. Because of the way you have spun up your energy in order to incarnate. So, okay, there we go. That's what we want. My guides are like, stop. There we go. Because of this, they're saying. All right. So look at that. The courtship of knowledge. So we have the judgment of knowledge and the courtship of knowledge. There you are, Capricorn, doing exactly what the illustration indicates. Highly activated, literally working together with the spirit realm in order to maintain stability while having this moment of understanding. A sacred number, the number 3, where you stand in the temple doing the work of building the temple in conjunction with the spirit realms. You know, in the traditional tarot, we see this image of a young man standing on a bench inside my guides just said synagogue, but inside some kind of a temple. And the guides come and they have a conversation. They shine a light on the plans. It's very interesting because here's how it's aligned in the reading. To see the journey that you're on, to regain the vibration and to make your choice going forward, together with the guides and the angels and the ascended masters and that whole realm, like I was saying, that whole realm of beings. It's beautiful. Capricorn. Let's grab a card. Whew, the last indicator. Yeah, they want this one. So see that how that's coming out? Perfect. Victory. 6 of Wands. Riding into the courtyard in a state of victory on your white horse. Flags are flying, all that stuff. So here in this deck, it's more mystical than that. This is about you coming onto a very solid, very new foundation because you've come through a rite of passage. And do you see how you're working with the fire of creation? In looking into the universe, into the void, to use the mastery that you've gained, to join literally together with the universe in a sacred pathway, to create that which is meant to come forward. Okay? A foundation. A very skillful foundation. That's been your soul journey. And you've done it really well, Capricorn. Thank you to all the Capricorns. So let's grab an outcome card. We'll see where the story's going for the month of May. Make sure to drop your comments below. Tell me what's going on. I love hearing from you folks. I always read all the comments, just in case you don't know. Sometimes if I'm crazy busy, it takes me a little bit to get to them, but I do always look at them. Yeah. Ooh, Cappy. You guys are, my guy just said kick ass. Look at that. Sits on the table just like that. Oh, it's giving me a shiver, Cappy. You're going deep. You're going really deep this month. This is literally about someone who had to touch death, challenge death, the fear of all the things that have been going on. This young man stepped out into the courtyard to take up the dare. It's actually, the story's about Halloween, but we're talking about going into the underworld, which is the land of the fairies, to the mystical place. You're definitely going. Don't have any doubt. And so what this young lad did is he crossed over. He stepped out to touch death, to explore that idea, my guides are saying, and prove his bravery. And, it's that kind of a fairy tale. And when he did, he stepped into the courtyard, where is it? There it is, and he saw a vision about his home, his village, burning to the ground. And he had a vision about some catastrophe. And so he stepped out, and he immediately traveled into the mystical realm in order to seek out help and assistance. And he met a fairy woman there, and she pledged to help him and said, you got to go back. You have to go back. And you can prevent this tragedy, but you have to call out a warning. Capricorn, what have I been saying over and over in 1,000 different ways? My guides are saying this is another display and an affirmation of your energy. So you're going deep this month, Capricorn. Allow yourself to go into the mystical realm. Do not be afraid. This was a happy ending. All right? So this person took this journey to regain a sacred vibration, found some assistance in the mystical realm, traveled back and forth, eventually married the fairy woman, and went back to the mystical realm and lived there happily ever after with that person. So I think you're going to come now, my guides are calling it, into concert with the deep mystical side of your nature. It will not leave you again. If you're a Capricorn and you've struggled with that part of your existence, I think it's over. I think that part of your journey is over. And again, blessings to you, because that is why you have arrived here. Be certain, my guides are saying, be certain of yourself, meaning don't have any doubt. So let's pick from the bag of rooms, Cappy. Really beautiful, coming forward. Spirit, can you give us one more message for beautiful Capricorn about their journey in the month of May with all the shifts and changes coming forward? What's that Capricorn could know? Ooh, I tried to grab something. It jumped right out of my hand. Let's see. All right, Spirit. Okay. Beautiful. All right, gang, like I usually do, this is Rado. I'm going to read it from the book, because I want you to have the message free of my interpretation, my guides always say. Okay, so let's see. It's about a journey, sacred journey, right? A sacred journey. It's coming out in almost every card. A sacred journey. Look. Okay, now they're talking about this card. Wow. All right, if you don't know, I am using the Book of Runes written by the beautiful Ralph Blum, who's actually on the other side now. So he developed this work quite a while back, and I find it very, very helpful in terms of an interpretive guide. All right, so Rido is about journey, communication. It's about union and reunion. It is concerned with communication, with the attunement of something that has two sides, like the sea goat, two elements, and with the ultimate union that comes at the end of the journey when what is above and what is below are united and of one mind. Thank you, Spirit. Wow. Your inner worth mounts at this time. And at such a time, you are not intended to rely entirely upon your own power. Instead, ask what constitutes right action. Ask through prayer or meditation, through addressing the witness self. My guys can put it down, can't they? Woo, I don't know how they do it. It's amazing to me. Thank you, Spirit. So, address the witness self, the teacher within. Once you are clear, you can neutralize any refusal or resistance to let right action flow through you. Do not be intent on movement. Be content to wait, and while you wait, keep on removing resistances. And I believe what they're talking about is the witness to your transformation, or whatever this piece is about, in terms of being deeply in the mystical realm. A lot of Capricorn folks kind of resist that a little bit because it's something that's deep within them, and it has to be drawn out to the surface. Not always, but sometimes. As obstructions give way, all remorse arising from trying to make things happen disappears. The journey is toward self-healing, self-change, and union. You are concerned here with nothing less than unobstructed, perfect union. But the union of heaven and earth cannot be forced. Regulate any excess in your life. Material advantages must not weigh heavily upon this journey of the self toward the self. Interesting, given the times we're in. Stand apart, even from like-minded others. The notion of strength in numbers does not apply at such a time, for this part of the journey, the soul's journey, cannot be shared. This is one of the cycle runes. Rido carries within it the form for the rune of joy. For now the end is in sight, and you are no longer burdened by what you've left behind. Heaven above you and earth below you unite within you. Beautiful. And support you on your way. A simple prayer for the soul's journey is this: I will to will thy will. Such a prayer of intention is proper on any occasion and is particularly appropriate as a preamble to any healing. So, fabulous message, Capricorn. As always, I'm sending you all my guides are saying big-hearted love, just big love to all the Capricorns out there. Please drop some messages. Let me know how you are. I'm beginning to feel reconnected. I've been disconnected because of my journey in New Mexico. But I'm continuing to settle in here. Things are coming to rights. And I'm just joining you as your earth sign sister. I know some piece of what your experience is. And I thank you for it. I thank you for being here and making all the decisions that you made to come and help with this massive transition. I'll look forward to seeing many of you in the weekly Zoom meeting to weave the tapestry and bring forward the global heart mind. And you're queued up for it, Capricorn. So thank you very much. I'll look forward to